we're going to be talking about WWE's Crown Jewel. It happens in Australia this Saturday. They did list 4 matches when I started coming up with this whole idea for the show. We now have a 5th. And I'd like to start with our 5th because I think the 5th one starts and puts us in a conundrum. We're talking Crown Jewel, and we're talking Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed one-on-one, the rematch that took place at the previous PLE, and it's going to be in Australia. The roles just might be reversed, as Big Bronson Reed is an Australian native, and he'll be taking on the tribal chief. Now, Steve, what does this say about this match that it was added mere 3 days before the actual show itself?
That Roman Reigns is a limited time engagement and it needed about as much build as what we'll talk about later, John Cena versus AJ Styles, or what? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I think that this is a good match to give him that Bronson Reed that moment. It's a moment for Bronson Reed to have something in front of his hometown crowd, and hopefully they can find a way to give him the dub, although I think
no, it's hard.
It's going to be ones up. At least now it's based in something more than I stole your shoes, which was cool for a little bit, and I really liked it. But they transitioned into something a little bit more serious. They put him out on the stretcher. They made it a little bit more physical, more serious. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one. And it's a street fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Australian street fight.
Oh, which means
there's going to be
you hit him with a wallaby?
No, there's going to be kangaroos and drop bears coming out of nowhere.
On the outside of the ring.
Chlamydia at the end.
Koala's riddled with chlamydia.
Yeah, everybody's getting chlamydia. Congratulations.
Everyone gets chlamydia.
Everybody.
Can't get it twice.
He'll beat him with an old-fashioned, there's a dingo in my baby. A dingo ate my baby.
There's a dingo
in my baby.
In my baby. Wow.
I'm not going to disclose what's in
the Epstein files right there.
That's for the 10-year anniversary. You need to go back to that clip.
Yeah, there we go.
Saves that one for the Patreon. So, yeah. So Dave, just last week we were very recently we were talking about Bronson Reed in particular. You were actually kind of big on Bronson Reed. You were saying that this team, this vision thing, has really been working out for Bronson Reed. Braun Breaker, people kind of already assumed there'd be something for him. Like, he already had high expectations. But your opinion not too long ago was that this was really working out for him. It's bringing something else out in Bronson Reed. Do you see that translating this Saturday? We're going to see another notch, another level in Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously committed. I feel like they're committed to him the most out of the two right now. I mean, giving him the one-on-one shot with Roman.
Yeah.
Like, I actually was watching I was watching this live, and I'm like, man, it's kind of crazy how they're really just seeming like they're leaning into one side of this vision right now with just putting him right with Roman, and it's working. I like what they're doing. I think they have a lot of story to tell, and this could be a huge boost for him if this goes well. I think the first one went well. Remember, we said it went a little long, so if they can kind of make that little bit of adjustment, I think would be golden. But if they run that back again, Roman going over, so that we can tie it and we can continue this, because I think it's going to keep working for him. But yeah, this looks good for him, man, and he looks great. I actually I've been watching him and enjoying it. So he's taking advantage of the situation.
Gotta go with the flow. They're giving you the opportunity. Kill it, Joe.
Yo,
you know who else? You know who's not on the card? Braun Breaker. Yeah, you. Also you. All of us. Braun Breaker is not on the card.
Yeah.
Neither are the Usos.
Yeah.
So
they're going to get involved.
I was going to say, despite street fight rules here, do you predict some shenanigans?
Oh yeah, there's going to be. I think we're going to get a surprise. We've been getting teased, a little taste. They've been like, "You want this? You want to try this out?" No, take it back. You want no. Of heel Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy
Jay Uso. Jay, the twins.
You know how hard they try to not be twins anymore? You just did.
I just keep doing it. I just get sorry.
Main event. Sorry. It's in the name.
Yeah.
You gotta put them there.
The other one's just Big Jim.
Yes. Yeah, Big Jim. Yeah. So I think we're gonna get that big J switch. Gonna mess with.
I hope not. That's a bad move.
I think it is a bad move because he has the audience in his grasp. So
Are they
Can't explain
capable of?
charisma like that.
I was gonna say, are they able to give him an edge without fully turning? Like, is that possible?
I
he's
think
over
anything
as
that's
he is.
seen as him going against Roman will initially be seen as a heel move because
Right.
like there's levels to this shit,
Which
as
is
they say. Jay is
crazy
here
to
right
say.
now.
Which is
Roman is still
absolutely-
up
Yeah,
here.
he's still,
heel babyface. It doesn't matter. The moment that perception is that he's anti-Roman in some way, unless they're gonna have to take weeks to follow that up. Initially, he's gonna be booed out the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it's insane.
Picks. I think Steve already, are you already predicting the ones will be up there? Dave, everyone's picking Roman Reigns in Australia.
It's just smart. If this one goes well, there's no reason to kill it here. Keep it going.
Where in Australia is it? I forget. Is it?
Perth.
Oh, it's Perth. So
Yeah.
Bronson Reed's from Adelaide. It'll be fine.
It's not really.
I'll tell that to Rhea later on. So
Oh yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
They're gonna react
the
to
only-
Rhea like
The only way I could see Bronson win is it's a street fight, so you have a little space for shenanigans. One, if they do go with the J further turning there, even if it's a slow thing, I could see him costing him the match, trying to help, or maybe adding Jim into it. Big Jim actually doing it would cause a little bit more of a wrinkle there because he's kind of, Roman's kind of telling him, like, why are you against Jay being more like me? So that would add a little bit more of a wrinkle. You save the Jay turn a little bit longer. You give Jimmy something to do between him and Roman, so where they're both kind of fighting over Jay again, going back to what they did at the start of the pandemic with them. So I think that that's a better move, and that's the only way I can see Bronson winning.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna. As far as my pick goes, I have a heart. I feel in my bones there'll be some chicanery.
Yeah, it's the only way.
If they want this to continue, Bronson has to go over on this. You can't go 2-0 on Bronson and then Bronson comes out on Raw. Well, I'm not done with you yet. No, I think you're finished, bro. You've been cooked twice. I don't think
I'm finished, and I want my money for my kicks back.
Get you a Job Squad T-shirt.
Yeah. And then to do it in your home country. My goodness. I don't think they put this in the position. I don't think they put him, if they're genuinely trying to build him, I don't know if they're going to put him in that position to, even if it is Roman Reigns, to lose in your home country like that you very rarely ever get to Australia. And that might be the one place he actually is already over it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's, I don't know. I might be the oddball out. Who knows? I don't know much about this industry. So we'll see. But we have another, there aren't many multiple man matches. They're all pretty much singles matches, except for this next match we're going to talk about. 3 Japanese women and an Aussie. We're talking tag team match here. We're talking Rhea Ripley and Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. And let me tell you something.
The Smurfs.
I am here for the drama. I love this goofy shit. This has to be Steve, there's an Emmy on your show. You know what it's supposed to look like.
This is drama.
But this is so good. This is so good. I don't understand half of what's being said. It's like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, it's just
like
but you understood that slap.
I don't know.
Yeah, that you got. Yeah.
I also understood that Blue Bath. That was the worst.
That Blue Bath was awesome.
That mist was incredible. I've
Smurf
never
both
seen
of them.
Just
they got
covered in it. And then they had to stick it in the back to do more filming. Don't wash it off yet.
Yeah.
It's in my eye. You had
treated her like an Easter egg.
Right.
Dropped ball or not, Joe? Let me ask you this.
Absolutely not.
Was this a drop? Was this an opportunity here? Because when me and Dave we did a preview just like this for Clash in Paris, when Stephanie and Io were going for the title. And I think for the most part, we were all kind of on board. I was anyway, of Stephanie winning the title. I think, Dave, you said that it wasn't the right time yet. Not that you were against her being champion, but that at that moment, it didn't seem right. And then I folded on my opinion because I had realized that the next pay-per-view, this one we're talking about right now, was on Australia. I thought to myself, I think Io wins now because Io, Rhea, Australia, here it is, the big moment. Rhea finally gets the win. They didn't do that. They put the belt on Stephanie, and Rhea and Io are a tag team now going into Australia. Joe, good move, bad move, same team. What's
It's a
going
good
on?
move. You got to evolve things. You know, you can't just have the same people over and over again with the same result. You got to like really mold and shift the way of tide in order to keep the globe spinning the proper way it's meant to spin. So I think this is a fantastic opportunity. Yeah,
Remember, it's The Simpsons. It's counterclockwise.
right. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Australia.
The water is going to go the other way. But yeah, no, I think it's a great move. I am going to be here for the entrances. That's going to be amazing for those two. Yeah, it's going to be epic.
Banger.
My wife thinks I have Tourette's. I keep singing that song all the time. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that it's an incredible opportunity. The people of Perth are going to be in for probably some surprises. I mentioned the hometown movie.
The great people of Perth.
The great people of Perth are going to be in for some hometown surprises, and I think it's going to be an epic match. The Empress of Tomorrow was the Queen Bee for the WWE Women's Wrestling, while Becky Lynch had Baby. So I think it's a good time for a pass the baton to Io, and the only way to do that is to have some big calamity in fruition. So I'm really excited for it. It's going to be dope, and I can't wait to see how tiny Rhea Ripley's shorts are going to be. That's going to be another thing. That's going to be thank you.
Bless that fabric.
Bless that fabric.
You know who I thank the most? Buddy Murphy. Thank you.
Buddy Murphy.
Thank you for allowing.
Yeah, because he could have been like, "Hey, can you put pants on?"
I'm telling you,
Buddy Murphy was like, "Nah."
Had an insecure bone in his body, and why would he?
I love that dude.
The man is chiseled out of granite and got one of the baddest bitches in the game. There's nothing to be insecure about. Nope. She's coming home to dad. She's coming home to dad.
Yeah.
Dave, we have a rare opportunity here. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, are doing the whole storyline where Asuka's being overbearing. Kairi, I saw that. Kairi! And then she leaves the camera. The comedy aspect, right? The whole thing that we were saying before, me and you, Dave, on previous episodes when it comes to the women's division and to a lot of the men when it comes to like the more of the Mexican wrestlers or the promo, right? One of the issues is the promo. There's always an issue with the promo. Is this hidden with people? Because I'm starting to see people kind of getting behind this. It's like, I don't understand half of what she's saying, but I kind of get the vibe of what she's trying to say. Are you feeling this?
It feels like real life anime, man. I love this I love what Asuka is doing, man. This shit is so good. Like I told you, my biggest thing with all three of them really is the microphone work. And it's not necessarily because they don't know how to talk. It's just kind of tough to do it when you're learning a language while you're working in front of millions of people. So it's tough. They've gotten better, but I love that they're like, especially Asuka's kind of like weaving in both languages at the same time. And when her afflictions are so fucking good, man. This is pure anime. What she's doing, and between the two of them, that fucking slap, the way she sold it and everything, bro, this is live action anime. We're watching it, people are loving it. I think this is fucking fantastic. Io looks great in this. The talking is still kind of rough for me, but again, the whole thing is just good. This is great. So on paper, because I like what you asked Joe, on paper, to answer your question for him, because I was excited for that question, this is bad. When you asked, it was just a move about the belt, but I think it's kind of like working out to the point where now, if I had the option, this is a way better move. I love when you have opportunity to drive wrestlers with no belts involved. So when you're able to do that and tell a story with no title involved, this is what that's doing, and I think it's great, especially going into her hometown and stuff like that. This is good. I like this a lot.
Perfect answer, because it segues me to Steve, because I have a question that piggybacks off of that. Rhea Ripley, inarguably the most over woman on the roster. However, is she bigger than the title at this point? Does she need that title at some point?
I love you so much because I just wrote in my notes, Jake the Snake.
Ah,
Much like
there it is.
Jake the
Yeah.
Snake, she is over to the point now where she doesn't necessarily need the title. Right now, we are getting a first-time matchup at a high level with Stephanie Vicaire and Tiffany Stratton. We're getting to see more development of the division as a whole that has nothing to do with the bigger stars. Bailey is off over here. You know, Becky's off over here with Maxine. They're all doing different things away from the title, which is letting newer faces kind of rise to the top. I think that she does not need the title for now. You save her for a little bit. This is still a feel-good moment for her because I would bet an organ right now that Kairi Sane, who has been the MVP of this, unsung with her, the way that
Yes.
she's been able to get sort of the sympathy and react off of that like fearfulness, but still playing the softness with Io. She maybe she'd get a daytime Emmy like General Hospital, not a primetime Emmy. Daytime Emmy.
Whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
fine.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa.
fine.
It's
You have
on
to
your
have some
level, but you know.
standards.
That one's
Um,
claimed already. Yeah.
I would bet an organ that she's gonna eat that pin, but she's been fantastic in this. I think this is actually the best outcome for all four women at this show right now.
Can I throw an idea out there and let you guys eat on this and see where you guys are and pick your brains with this? Is the women, this might be a hot take. I'm not saying that I agree. I'm asking a question. Right now, based on everything you just said about all these different seeds that have been planted, is the women's division right now a little hotter than the mid card for the men right now?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I wouldn't compare them to the main event just yet. I don't think it's a fair comparison just yet because a lot of the old heads are up there still doing their thing. But as far as right underneath that main event scene, that mid card right there, is anybody really cooking or as hot as what the women are doing right now in their division?
No. I don't think that that's a crazy hot take to say. I
No.
think if you look consistently over certain pay-per-views recently, the best matches on the cards have been the women's matches too. They've been consistently very good. They might not necessarily have had the best story going into it, like WrestlePalooza didn't exactly have the best story going into it.
Or title.
But there you go. So they've elevated to the point where they can peek into the most important thing on the show and then back down to the upper mid card. Most important thing on the show, we have not. Who else is breaking that, to your point, that quote unquote glass ceiling for the men in the mid card? Like, who's up next? You can't tell who's up next.
Right.
There's no path.
Yeah. I just feel like throughout the course of this year, we've been saying we've been very subtle with how we've been praising in comparison to the other side, right? So if you go back to WrestleMania, we were like, wow, what a triple threat main event. And then night 2, we started with a triple threat with the women, and then we're like, all right, hold my beer, watch this. And then we get to Summer. I mean, there's a lot of in between. I'm just trying to hit the major points. SummerSlam, we get the same deal. Where it's just like, oh man, I'd really like to see this be a one-on-one match. I was one of those people. I'd love to see it be a one-on-one match. Oh no, we're gonna give you a triple threat. Well, okay, I'm not as hyped as I was before. Then you watch it, and what the fuck? I did it again. It is okay, you know. And then you get we did at some point this year get Rhea and Io one-on-one, and it was 5 stars. It was across the Evolution pay-per-view once again delivers. So like throughout the course of the year, every time the guys do something, the women go, all right, watch this. We go do something too. So I don't know. I'm really high on the whole division right now as a whole. I still I know we have 2 separate brands, but for whatever reason in my head, I still have the women's division under like this one umbrella.
Because it's so nebulous. It
is. And it doesn't really it doesn't help because now I'm about to go into that match next, as a matter of fact. We have women's champion versus women's champion. The Raw Women's World Champion Stephanie Vicaire against the SmackDown's WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. She's still champion, and if I'm Tiffany Stratton, I am on my knees thanking the good Lord for after almost 300 days of being champion, finally having a fucking opponent.
Oh,
that's
why she's still champion.
That I could fucking get in there.
Yeah.
And not have to call this match and not have to stress and not have to fucking over deliver and not have to I just want to have a nice straight up wrestling match with a fucking human being without having to worry about whether or not I'm going to die, or break a fucking leg or something like that.
She's
Get
got
a
in the best
botched
shape of her
pin.
life to carry all of them.
Every single week, it feels like Tiffany's fighting for her goddamn. She's R. Kelly. I'm fighting for my life out here. Every fucking episode of SmackDown. That's why if you watch Tiffany from March or February when she had the title initially to now, you could slowly see her become Shawn Michaels, losing her smile as she comes along.
Oh,
Because it's
wow.
Getting jacked too.
Yeah, she's pretty buff, man.
She's taking it out on those weights. She's fucking cool as fuck.
Oh, maybe she has to do all those weights because of the people that she's fighting.
Listen,
Gotta look the part, man. Because I mean, if you came to me and said, "Yeah, Hulk Hogan's gonna fight Rey Mysterio," you know what I mean? I'm gonna need you to look at it.
Yeah, but Hulk Hogan's not trying to murder Rey Mysterio. Nia Jax is trying to murder motherfuckers.
Also, both of them can work.
It's just a side effect, you know.
It's a side effect. That's listen. It happens.
It's like when you take Tylenol, you might have a. Never mind.
Way too often. Dave will tell you. Oh,
yeah. There's a delay.
Oh my god. Look, Dave will tell you. For a short while there, I was actually a defender of Nia because at that size. Because at that size, I kind of
difficult.
My wrestler's brain took over and kept saying it kind of comes with the territory, right? We would hear stories from about Vader. We would hear stories about Andre. We would hear stories, Big John Studd, Warrior, right? Whenever you have those oafs, the really big ones, they can work as great as they're going to work. But Big Show, right? At that size, you can't just work like a regular dude. You have to work with restraints. You have to, literally everything you do has to be pulled back so that you don't murder someone. If you don't have the experience and the training to do that, which she didn't have when she came to the WWE, it's very, very difficult. And when you're lifting a 250-pound man with no care, okay, you can get away with shit. She's picking up 110, 80-pound women and just blah. So listen, Tiffany has to be just excited as fuck to be able to get in there with a wrestler. Now, Steve, after this match, if this one hits the ground, there's really what excuse can you possibly have? Because when you had the Charlottes and you had the Baileys and
there will be, by the way, there will be excuses.
Do you think she'll make him, or do you think somebody will make him for her?
No, people will. They love her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when she was in there with the ring generals and it was hitting the ground, it was miscommunication. It was the chemistry's just not there. When she was asked to carry, then it was, well, Nia doesn't really know, and then this person Jade's still working on it, yada yada yada. This one, Stephanie can get in there with Joe and have a 5-star.
Hey, Joe, good man.
Joe's not leaving.
You can.
I'm not. Wait, it's over? No, it's not. Come back.
How many times can you hit that devil's kiss? I just want to be Screw psychology.
Do they have the word spam in Chile? Can you spam the move over and over?
A spammer.
Unless, to your point, unless they readjust the way that the rosters are right now, because to your point, it is a little worker heavy on the Raw side.
Yeah,
comes
to on SmackDown right now.
Yeah. I think also her being a babyface doesn't help her. It's just it's not a good fit. I think after this, if it doesn't work out, they got to turn her. That something's got to happen to let her go away for a little bit. But if this one shits the bed, she's got no one to blame but herself. But I don't think it will. Because she'll get to be a heel in this match. She'll be the heel going into this match.
Yeah, she will.
So it'll be more comfortable. She'll have more tools at her disposal that she's kind of used to using. I like the fact that it's a fresh matchup. I want to see this. Vaquer is over. She's on fire. She should win this match because based on who Tiffany's already beat, she doesn't need the rub. She doesn't need this. She could lose this and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Dave, you think the writing's on the wall. You think there's going to be excuses made. You're not so high on this match, are you?
I think Tiffany should win this.
Oh, really?
I think she has to win this.
Oh,
She's been champion way too
I wish
long.
I had that drop.
She's been champion way too long, and I don't know if anyone else is. I know I have been a big critic of her.
Yeah.
If she doesn't win this, and Stephanie just won this belt, I don't know what that says for Tiffany.
Crisis of confidence. I'd love it.
That's not good at all. Now that could be a way to turn her for sure. So you can make something out of it. But I think it really comes down to this needs to be her best match of
yeah.
We agree on that.
This needs
For
to be
sure.
her best match. We can't have botches. We need good communication. We need to feel the chemistry. Like this match needs to be fire. And at the end of the day, I think Stephanie walks out of this, win or lose, she's gonna look fantastic. This is gonna do so much for Stephanie regardless. Tiffany needs this to look clean. Tiffany needs this to execute good, and she needs the win to help her personally. Because, like you said, if this doesn't go well, it's just looks at this point. To be honest with you,
David said Tiffany has to win. Hot take. Hey.
That man wasn't listening to the last 20 seconds of what you said. He's like,
I did. I have ADHD. I heard every word.
Oh, you got that superpower?
I got that too. Oh,
Extra strength time.
For the record,
unmedicated.
I actually agree because of what I just said to set this whole part up about having to go through the rigmarole of just you either can't do it when you're led, you can't do it when you lead. We have to get you into a situation where all the dominoes fall together. This is the perfect opponent for that to happen. I could see Stephanie actually going over because of the current push, but if you're talking about rehabilitating any doubts at all whatsoever, I wouldn't have agreed so hard with him about Tiffany winning had that triple threat on SmackDown not just happened, because that was a cluster fuck across the board. The fact that 2 out of 3 of them didn't die by the end of this fucking match is a fucking miracle. So we need to wash all that out of their mouth. We need to get all that out and see if we can get ourselves a giant win here. I don't know how you capitalize on that. Okay, she beats Stephanie, goes back to SmackDown and does what moving forward? Who knows? But I could see it going that way too, where it's just like, all right. She gets the win. So we have I think Steve, I think you were talking into the wind about this one. I guess the 17 never seen last real world champion.
Fuck that one up. You're so disrespectful.
And Joe, I think you've got the perfect drop for it, if you please, at some point.
And his name is John Cena.
And it cuts the music so you don't get a copyright strike.
Personally, I love the forethought. Thank you very much. Speaking of copyright, Steve, you got my channel in a lot of fucking trouble.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh no.
The intro to the untitled super cool wrestling show, whatever, the 8-bit thing that you had.
Yeah.
YouTube said, get that shit the fuck out of here right now.
I got it from a royalty-free site.
YouTube,
I literally pay for the service.
YouTube said, get that the fuck out of here.
Got my Mega Man theme. Oh, YouTube don't give a fuck about nobody.
Which sucks because
they've been
it's
so
a
brutal.
fire song.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I uploaded the clips, the YouTube said, "No, we'll have none of that, please."
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pick up extra shifts at the White Castle.
Yeah. Would you like to trim your segment?
Yeah, I got that.
I will trim. Thank you.
Yes, I would.
Or they have this new option now: erase song.
Oh
So,
yeah. AI erases it.
I erased the song, so the graphic just plays. And out of nowhere, Steve goes, "Hi." I don't know, like out of the blue, it just startles people.
Hello.
But yes, the never seen 17 world champion John Cena against AJ Styles. Ironically, the guy he won his 16th world title against.
Yeah.
Going into this matchup, you did mention that there was absolutely no build for it. I think they're banking on the idea that it wouldn't need it. I don't agree with that at all whatsoever. However, and I know you're boiling over, which means I'm going to go somewhere else first. I want you to really
fester that anger. Let it flow through you.
but Joe, I will ask you this.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck happened? Now I'm totally confused. What the fuck happened at WrestlePalooza? What was the whole?
I don't think anybody knows what happened at WrestlePalooza.
The whole fucking jackassery of this. Because I said it on the show with Dave when we reviewed it, that if we've seen that match from Brock before, and that match usually occurs when Brock's being built for something or for someone, i.e., a Drew McIntyre, i.e., whoever it was that he was going into the ring with after The Undertaker when he beat the Streak. There's always a reason that they put this on Brock so that when he eventually does do a job to a Roman Reigns, to a Cody Rhodes, there's a purpose behind this. They make him seem this invincible beast, and then here comes someone to slay him. They let him go away for a while. He comes back. He's back to being an unstoppable beast until someone slays him. The ideology behind Lesnar's return is everybody in WWE has had a full-on erection for the idea of doing Brock Lesnar and Gunther at WrestleMania. Did we need Lesnar to defeat or destroy John Cena during his farewell tour?
No.
To build for a Lesnar versus Gunther matchup?
No. Well, it just didn't make any sense. I was like, why is he obliterating him? And then I almost wanted to put I can't pull the meme up because I don't have control, but
is that the Ralph? He's already dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I knew where you were headed.
Yeah, I was like, golly, he's just pummeling him.
And the funny thing is that his toupee is flying all over the place. I'm like, why are they beating up Grandpa? What did he do? Leave him alone.
I think there's only 3 years in between the two of them.
And look, he started off the match. He came out with all of his grandkids. They were all so happy to see Abuelo go in the ring and do his thing. And all of a sudden,
God,
his ass kicked. Oh no, not Grandpa.
Oh, can I have your watch when you die, senor?
which is ironic because Lesnar came out there looking like a goddamn Greek god.
Oh my god!
Until the camera pans down low and you see him walking on two toothpicks.
Yo, he's got chicken. I'm not saying that to his face though. As brave as I am, there's several people on the planet that I wouldn't.
He's got bigger shins than he has calves. And
yeah, he does.
That is not good anatomically.
Dave, maybe that's the point. You just push him over when he's not looking.
Just do the lay down on all fours and push him, the old schoolyard trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't Shawn Michaels do that to a midget after Brett? Dave, John Cena's on his farewell tour. It looks like the official word going around. I'm not entirely sure if it's official now that I say it because I didn't see WWE promoting it just yet. But the scuttlebutt, let's say it's rumor, is that John Cena's final opponent is going to be Gunther at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow. What a way to go.
Hey, listen, they said, hey, if he could do it for Goldberg, he could do it for John Cena.
Yeah, if Goldberg could do it for him and John could do it for him.
Do you think that ties this whole thing together with Lesnar? Because if Lesnar took out John the way that he did, now John's got Gunther. Does that in any way tie those three together going into Lesnar and Gunther going into WrestleMania? You think that ties together at all?
Yeah, it can. I just don't understand. Again,
why would it?
No, not why would it? Like you can.
I'm trying to make this Lesnar thing make some goddamn sense.
Lesnar makes everything make sense. That dude could just come out, point at you, and they're like, "Oh, okay, this all makes sense. He wants to fight you." Like we don't really need Cena getting squished. The heel turn back that was questionable. I feel like missed opportunity. I don't understand why we did all that. Just to be like, oh, psych, never mind. Hey, look, we're good now. And then the Lesnar squish, like it wasn't even it was an actual squish to the point where Cena's walking out. It kind of looks like he kind of looked depressed, like almost like he didn't really even want to do that. Like it was weird the way he kind of walked out. And
he agreed to do it.
It just
he agreed to
again
do it.
To your same point earlier. Did we need this? No. Why are we doing it? I don't know. Like, why are we choosing it to do on Cena's farewell? Everything was good in the first half, and now we're just getting really weird at the end. And to have him and Gunther, regardless of the Brock Lesnar thing, I think him and Gunther would be awesome because of Gunther's position, having that match with Cena. That would be a good farewell. It would be a good person to have that match with. But if it's for the sole purpose for Lesnar, it just, you don't need it. I don't understand why they would do it, but it's still going to be good. Like I'm so excited for it if it is a thing. It's just you telling me it's for Brock to me is like, okay. Okay, sure. I still want to watch it. I don't give a fuck who's it for. This is going to be awesome regardless. So,
Steve, how have we forgotten this throughout the course of this entire year? There's been so many horns and confetti and flowers being thrown at John Cena, and yet somehow we have all forgotten that this is also AJ Styles' farewell tour. He's actually done a few weeks before Mania. I believe there will be a handshake deal that gets him to WrestleMania, especially considering that it's going to be back in Las Vegas again, and they'll need that little bit of a push, that little extra something for that show.
Maybe he's gonna fight Brock.
No build-up for this matchup between John Cena and AJ Styles. So it's not just one farewell tour that's not getting the proper build. It's actually two farewell tours that aren't. Your thoughts on this match not getting proper build?
This shit is ass like a tailbone. How fucking completely disrespectful is this?
Wait, I should have hit this when you said that.
Now, mind you, I'm the kind of person who, like, I try to go, all right, let's see where the story ends to judge it on its whole. But from the moment of the turn back on, I have no fucking clue what they're doing when it comes to Cena. Having him job out to Brock Lesnar doesn't make him look strong for AJ, who's also having his retirement tour going on with zero fanfare, even less than Cena's gotten. Like, sure, Cena's had the dates and he's had the chance to get in front of the crowd as he should. AJ's not going to have that, and I understand because they're both happening at the same time. But this match should have meant something at the end, because here's the thing. If you don't do the Brock Lesnar thing and you make his last match John Cena versus AJ Styles, both of them, he could be a babyface at that point. It could be a babyface situation, kind of like what we're having right now. And it's a career-threatening match for AJ. Or you do something where he wins, he continues to go on. Cena loses that match. Respectfully, goes out on a shield. AJ continues on to WrestleMania, and it's just him. You're not thinking about, oh, they fucked up Cena's run. How bad are they going to fuck up AJ's run? Cena gets written out. He has his moment. He passes, quote unquote, the old man torch over to AJ, and AJ gets to have his moment. It's fucking ass. Ass.
You know,
I don't know. It's like
the match is going to be dope, though.
I feel like it's very AJ. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's kind of something he would do to kind of hide his farewell tour behind Cena's. Like, why would you want to? Maybe it was just timing, but like, you're gonna have your last run at the same time as someone who clearly is gonna get more light shine on theirs.
I think it's his. Yeah. I'm calling it his farewell tour because it just happens to be his last month in the country.
We're not calling.
Yeah, I don't think he just.
But this is his last run.
Yeah, but AJ Styles is a lunch pail, blue collar kind of guy. He's not. It's the Kobe time. He's not trying to. This is kind of like his way of having his goodbye, but like kind of like under the radar. Like he doesn't want to be at the front of it, but this is a way to kind of have like that match. I don't know. Why else have a? He's a big star. He deserves a good goodbye. Decent goodbye. So then why would you be done at the same time as Cena?
Well, maybe because he gets something at Mania. I mean, maybe that's the trade-off. I mean, if that's what you're saying, if the handshake deal happens and he winds up getting a proper send-off at Mania and there's something already planned there, I can see that being something that was discussed of like, hey, we know you want to do your thing at the same time. Cena's thing is going on, but his ends here. Yours is going to continue on. This is what we got in mind for you. I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person, and I don't want to rile the internet up. But if you told me that I can have any kind of match I want at WrestleMania for my send off, I just got to do this quick job real quick over here in the corner for a guy that I actually like, because AJ and John go way back.
It's a good job.
I'm gonna make that deal. Actually, if I'm AJ, the match that I want at WrestleMania, I don't care who it is, but I want to compete for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania for my last match. I don't want to win.
Cool.
I don't want to win.
That would be cool.
but I'd like to be the guy that got the title defended on the biggest show of the year. I know Joe Hendry now officially has the title of being the first guy to bring the title to WrestleMania, but to have a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match and have Mr. TNA be in that match would be pretty cool. Doubly cool for me personally if Santana was to be the world champion when that happened. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that little piece of information out there.
They could take my money.
I might go to Vegas. You never know.
They could take my money for that one.
One last match here, of course. World champion versus WWE champion. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. This is the match. Seth Rollins cannot lose. As they said, he can't afford to lose. He has to win. He has to win. They're really pushing this issue about Seth having to win. He's going to lose it all. His friends will not speak to him. His oracle will leave him. His wife will start fucking other men. There's no option for him on the table. He's got to beat the American Nightmare, for God's sakes. He couldn't beat him with a torn pack in the cell. This guy can't beat this guy at all whatsoever. Well, we're going into this. It's not championship versus championship. It's for the Crown Jewel Championship, which means about as much as they want, whatever they want to make it sound like. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly right. Me and Dave were talking about Saudi Arabia when they had mentioned WrestleMania 43, and then like a week or two later, the EA Sports deal broke where they had purchased EA Electronic Arts, and then we found out about the comedy festival, and in research to all of this, I learned, I guess I don't have my ear to the ground as much as I'd like, that Saudi Arabia is doing this whole Vision 2030 plan where they're trying to be like the king,
not kill people.
No, they're not.
Don't worry. It's only journalists.
Only those who keep sticking their noses in business that doesn't concern them.
And like, driving if they have a vagina.
Yeah. Kill a journalist, but Dave Chappelle's gonna be all right, baby. He's gonna be all right. Louis C.K. is sitting there going, you know what? I kind of like this place. This is
pretty good.
Very, very little rules over here. That is strenuous. That is tight over here.
Where's Michael Richards?
Yeah,
He's due for a run again.
I'm getting more fun out of the people, out of the comics who are taking the piss out of it than I am the comics who actually win. Because I'm seeing more videos from the people, I don't understand how they could go. It's like,
blood money, of course.
Someone didn't get the Evite. I'm sorry. My bad.
Someone didn't get the sack full of money with the $sign on it.
No, the loot. The old bag of loot with the $sign.
The Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, see, you want to come and make jokes? See, come.
How would you like some money? I'll tell you what makes great money. Blood. So let's get you in here.
What's the blood here? Our television just caught up to the 1920s, see?
Yeah.
Everybody moves a little funny, but it's okay.
Stay away from that Adolf Hitler. He's a bad egg. There's a lot going on over there, but this is for the Crown Jewel Championship. We had this matchup last year when it was Cody and Gunther. Ended up being a killer match. I don't think this one will be any less than that. Does Seth need to win this match? That's the storyline, but in reality, Dave, you say yes. He has to win this match?
I'll go the other way. I don't want Cody to win this match.
Yeah.
He's like spite.
So if that means Seth wins, then absolutely. But I do not need Cody back to back. So
wow.
No, there's no need for it.
You don't want Cody 2 times?
No, I'm good.
I think Cody turned off a lot of people when he made the comment about, because he won last year's. He said, I have one ring as it is, but I got 4 more fingers. And everyone's like, bro, no. We don't want to see you monopolize that thing that we hate so much.
Yeah. No more blood money rings, Cody.
Blood money rings.
I mean, it'd be a great Homelander arc.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Man, if there was ever a country to pull that gimmick out.
All right. Oh
like that's the goddamn place. Even the she could be like, you know what? Guy's got a point.
He's speaking some real truth here right now. I bet you he could have got Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior on this show.
The kids would say that man is cooking right now. Go ahead, tell him. Tell him what's going on there, home. Cody, tell him what's going on, Cody.
Have the Rolling Stones killed.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been down this path before with these two guys. We know what match we're going to get. The storyline I already laid out as far as this whole, again, with the build, right? This has gotten more build than anything else, but it's a build that isn't really ringing any bells with anybody at all. Because as they put it themselves, we've been down this road. We know what's going to happen. And Joe, that's the.
This is what Cena and AJ should have been. This is the history feud where they're going back to what we've seen before. This is what AJ and Cena should have been.
And now we're that's not for nothing, Steve, but maybe to your point, maybe that's why they didn't do it, because they knew that was the angle they were going to use for the world title or the main event situation.
But why not both?
Why not both? Or at the very least, why not do why do it for them at all? Because at the very least, if they were going title for title, the WWE champion versus the world heavyweight champion, winner take all, there has to be a winner. We cannot do this bullshit anymore with two champions. Has to be. I would say go for it. Give them all the promotion. Give them all the build. Right, because there's something on the line here. There's nothing really on the line here. They're trying to make it seem like something's on the line, but for the rest of the world, there isn't. There is something on the line for John and AJ. This is the last time ever. This is it. I just called AJ Mr. TNA earlier. When they first collided in 2016, it truly was TNA versus WWE. It was John Cena. It was AJ Styles, two of the best of all time, going at it one-on-one. Obviously, 10 years later, they're not the same people, but it's the last goddamn time. That's been the theme of John Cena's whole final run. I may not be the man that I'm not. I may not be as great as I was, but on one night, I might be able to be great again. And that could be the continuing thought process. They've done other things. They've decided to do other things. So that's our pay-per-view here for this Saturday. Crown Jewel taking off into Australia. We have other places we need to get to. And so let's go ahead. Oh, my God. See? They're sick of that fucking Saudi Arabian bullshit, too.
There's your segue. There's your edit point.